This is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Welcome back, everyone. Glad to have you with us on this Thursday morning. Grab a warm cup of coffee and get ready for some news and headlines and weather. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jacqueline Matter.
And I'm Ray Collins. John Scalzi has the forecast for us. Good morning, John.
Good morning to you. Yes, indeed. We're looking at some drier conditions today. A little chance to dry out after yesterday's deluge of rain in some places. It really came down hard and heavy, but overnight things dried out just a little bit and radar is quiet right now. So we're looking at temperatures that are very calm, very quiet, a lot of sunshine in store for you during the morning hours, and little in the way of any kind of rain chance. Today's high will top out again warm, coming in near the 90-degree range, probably a little warmer than that, around 92 or 3, and the rain chance will be at about 30%. Complete forecast coming up in a second.
All right, talk to you soon. A little build up there in Manatee County as you trace 301 up toward downtown Bradenton. That's only slow down right now in Manatee County. Let's check farther south now on the maps into Sarasota County. There's a little build up there on the Bee Ridge as you head between Cattleman and the interstate. Not sure why. And then farther south, we'll check if 681's any better. Yep, all clear. South County now at 6:01 on your Thursday morning.
Our top story this hour, North Korea's missile launch on Tuesday has caught the attention of the United Nations, which has convened a Security Council meeting on the topic.
And the White House says the chance for diplomacy is now dwindling. Reporter John Lawrence has the story.
North Korea's launch of a two-stage intercontinental ballistic missile on Tuesday has the United Nations on guard.
Their illegal missile launch was not only dangerous, but reckless and irresponsible. It showed that North Korea does not want to be part of a peaceful world.
U.S. Ambassador to the UN Nikki Haley put a number of countries, including China, on notice. Trade with the U.S. may be at risk unless they cease doing business with Pyongyang.
Make no mistake, North Korea's launch of an ICBM is a clear and sharp military escalation.
The issue is North Korea is quickly becoming a major barrier in the bilateral relationship between Washington and Beijing. Both countries see North Korea as a major headache.
President Donald Trump addressed the situation with a tweet. Trade between China and North Korea grew almost 40% in the first quarter. So much for China working with us, but we had to give it a try.
Any financial institutions doing business with North Korea will be sanctioned. Those are predominantly Chinese banks.
The North Korea issue will likely be a major topic during the G20 summit later this week, and U.S. officials say military action is a possibility.
North Korea does not want to be part of a peaceful world. They have cast a dark shadow of conflict on all nations that strive for peace.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Happening today, President Trump is kicking off his visit to Europe. The president and the First Lady arrived in Warsaw, Poland, along with Jared Kushner and First Daughter Ivanka. The red carpet welcome from the Polish president was short but sweet. The two presidents are now meeting at the royal castle. Poland is reportedly promising big, friendly crowds for President Trump's first outdoor speech in a foreign country. He says the idea for a strong alliance is crucial for the security of the region. The president will leave for Germany this afternoon for the G20 summit, where he will have a much-anticipated sit-down with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
I would say at this point, it's difficult to say exactly what Russia's intentions are in this relationship, and I think that's the most important part of this meeting, is to have a good exchange between President Trump and President Putin.
Sources tell ABC News it is unlikely that Trump will confront Putin about the election meddling. Trade will also be a big topic of conversation this trip. The president tweeting about that just before leaving, saying the U.S. has made some of the worst trade deals in world history.
Well, back in Washington, Congressman Steve Scalise is unfortunately now back in the hospital.
That's right. He's the representative who was most seriously injured in last month's shooting at a congressional baseball game practice in Virginia. Scalise returned to the intensive care unit at MedStar Washington Hospital Center last night. According to a statement from his office, the readmission is due to a possible infection. He is listed in serious condition, but an update on his status is expected sometime this morning. The congressman was struck in the hip in the June 14th shooting. Since then, he has undergone several surgeries and had been upgraded to fair condition. Also, the two Capitol State police officers who stopped that shooting at the ballpark received an award of thanks this 4th of July. U.S. Capitol Police Special Agent David Bailey and Officer Crystal Griner were both injured during that shooting last month in which Congressman Steve Scalise and 5 others were wounded. The officers are credited for risking their own lives while saving the lives of many others. Both received the Law Enforcement Commendation Medal from the D.C. Society of the Sons of the American Revolution.
I'm greatly honored to be here. Thank you for the award, and just thank you. Appreciate it.
Officer Bailey accepted his award. He also accepted Griner's award on her behalf. She is still receiving treatment after being shot in the ankle during that shooting.
A follow-up now on the deadly ambush of a New York City police officer. A single mother and 12-year veteran was on duty in the Bronx when she was shot and killed. As reporter Kristen Holmes tells us now, police are looking for a motive in her death.
New York City is mourning the loss of Officer Miosotis Familia, who was shot and killed while on duty early Wednesday morning. Familia was fatally shot in the head as she and her partner sat in a marked police vehicle in the Bronx. The police commissioner called the shooting an assassination.
It is clear this was an unprovoked attack on police officers who are assigned to keep the people of this great city safe.
The alleged shooter, Alexander Bonds, was spotted running about a block from the scene. Police say he drew a gun at police as they confronted him, and he was shot and killed by officers. 48-year-old Familia was a 12-year veteran of the police force and a mother of 3.
She was on duty, serving this city, protecting people, doing what she believed in and doing the job she loved.
U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions praised Familia for her years of service to her community. Sessions called her murder, quote, the latest in a troubling series of attacks on police officers over the past 2 years. I'm Kristen Holmes reporting.
6:07 now, new this morning. An arts and crafts chain is being fined millions of dollars for illegal smuggling. The Justice Department is accusing Hobby Lobby of smuggling ancient clay tablets and artifacts from Iraq. The feds say the company illegally shipped to its stores and 2 corporate offices. The company is conservatively Christian and says it has been acquiring a variety of historical Bibles and other artifacts since 2009. Well, the chain has agreed to a settlement now of $3 million and forfeiture of those Iraqi artifacts.
Back here in Florida, a new deal has been made that settles a long-debated gambling dispute. The state and the Seminole Tribe of Florida have agreed to end an ongoing lawsuit over whether the tribe can keep blackjack tables at its well-known casinos. The settlement will allow the tribe to keep those blackjacks, but will also guarantee that the state will continue to receive payments of $2 billion a year for its exclusivity. Under the agreement, the tribe will be allowed to keep blackjack tables in place for another 14 years. In airline news, Virgin Galactic promised Stephen Hawking, Justin Bieber, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Ashton Kutcher a ride to space.
Quite a wide range of people there. A 2014 test flight of the company's space plane ended, though, in tragedy. The spacecraft exploded during its 4th powered test flight ever, killing a co-pilot and injuring another. But now, 3 years later, the company is gearing up for the first powered test flight since the accident. If all goes to plan, the first paying customers could be on board a flight by the end of next year. Tickets will cost $250,000, and test flights are set to take place this fall. There's a local woman who lives downtown. 10 years ago, I had a story on her that she did give a down payment to be on one of the first flights.
Yeah, a couple people did here in
Interesting.
So you'd do it. I'd do it. You wouldn't do it?
I don't think so.
Tray tables up? No,
Yeah,
nothing?
I'll stick to airlines. Space, I'm good.
I'm trying to think of Justin Bieber sitting next to Stephen Hawking. What do they got to talk about?
That's quite a conversation.
Wow.
That should be an interesting ride.
Yes.
Maybe. Nice weather today. I think you can see the full moon out there. Speaking of stargazing, it's pretty nice out there this morning, or at least moon gazing. We have a chance of rainfall, but less than average for this time of year. We'll talk about that in a second.
All right, still to come on Good Morning Suncoast, a promising update for a Siesta Key restaurant that was closed after a car drove through it.
But first, he's a man who wouldn't want to celebrate his 100th birthday any other way. His incredible story is up next.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
Since 2014, Addiction Hope and Helpline has answered calls for recovery and treatment 24/7, 365 days a year. If you're depressed, drinking, using drugs, or taking pills, call now and talk to someone who cares.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Most insurance covers substance abuse. You can get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call 800-622-1941. 800-622-1941.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
Start your day with a new Good Morning Suncoast team. Weekdays starting at 5 a.m.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
This is a nice way to wake up in the morning, huh? Our tower cam shot showing a beautiful sunrise. A lot of blue sky out there this morning. Contrast that to the storminess we had yesterday, and it's just a really, really nice way to start the morning. I think as we head into the afternoon, we'll probably see a few of these around. This picture of sunset lighting sent in to us by Randy Blass. Appreciate that, Randy. Sent in on our Facebook page. And certainly a very nice shot of a lot of lightning associated with one particular storm system that moved through late in the evening and into the early after dark hours. Those showers and thunderstorms were really kind of fueled by the daytime heat, which hit 94 degrees and accompanied by a little bit of moisture that we had in our atmosphere. Now today, it's kind of a different story. We have some drier air that's moved in, and that should limit the number of storms that we get today. We'll still see a few, but there will be less in number than we saw yesterday. 75 degrees the air temperature. Dew point is at 72. We have that east wind still at about 6, and that east wind is visible actually on some of our satellite imagery. You can see some of those showers that are kind of on a east to west journey across the Florida Keys, where there is a little bit more moisture. But through central Florida, we've had some drier air moving in central and north Florida, and it's really just eliminated a lot of the rainfall chance today. We're down to about 20 or 30% rainfall chance. You can see that dry air here on the water vapor imagery indicated by this tan colorization, that tan contour, an indication of a kind of stability that that dry air will offer in mid-levels of the atmosphere. Still, it's summer, and we'll have sea breezes, which are driving mechanisms for shower thunderstorm production. So a few showers will overcome that dry air aloft, and we will get a couple of showers around today. A general southeasterly wind flow will keep our sea breeze pretty close to the coast, so a lot of us are going to bake this afternoon, especially without those cooling showers. We'll see temperatures once again today that'll be in the low 90s. With that high pressure ridge where it is, and that's pretty much where it's going to stay over the next several days, what we'll wait for is a return of moisture to our atmosphere to boost up our rain chances once again. And that'll come by the weekend. So for today, smaller rain chances, a warm afternoon. We'll wait for the moisture to return, which will provide us with more rain shower activity by the weekend. Those are the weather highlights that carry you through the next several days. Rainfall Futurecast shows those showers kind of hugging the coastline, the few that we get today. Hugging the coastline because of that southeast wind really driving that sea breeze close to the coast. Then tomorrow, with a little bit more moisture around, I think it'll be easier to start the shower activity, and we'll get a few more showers in inland areas. But the general motion of those storms will still be the same, from inland to coast. So everybody tomorrow, I think, gets a better chance of seeing some rainfall around. Number 4, tropical depression, number 4, fourth of the season. Still a long distance away from the state of Florida, and we have lots of time to watch it. But hurricane tracks right now continue it on a general direction to the west or northwest, and probably don't let it live very long before drier air starts to really degrade the system. So whether it becomes dawn or not, still kind of up in the question. We'll look for that system to remain as at least a tropical depression, though, or maybe a low-end tropical storm for about 2 days, and then we'll start to watch it fall apart. Look for a 50% chance of showers by the weekend with daytime highs in the 90s. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, John. Taking a look at traffic this morning in Manatee County, picking up throughout the area on your Thursday morning. State Road 70 seeing an increase in traffic as you head towards 301. Also 41 as you head towards Cortez Road, seeing some more congestion. Also downtown Bradenton. I-75 looking clear, though, which is good news as you head into Sarasota County. Some slowdowns actually over the Ringling Causeway over there. Other than that, looking pretty quiet on Fruitville, Bee Ridge, and Clark Road. Looks like in South County, pretty quiet, some slowdowns as you head north and southbound past Osprey on 41. Other than that, no accidents across the Suncoast this morning.
We're going to start sharing more of your great pictures here on the morning show, so send them this way to mysuncoast.com.abc7. We'll show some great pictures and also give you more details how to contact us. For Jacqueline Matter, ABC7, Ray Collins, ABC7 on Facebook, so we would love to hear from you directly.
Yeah, you can simply search on Facebook, on Twitter. We're all on there, so go ahead and send us those pictures. We want to see what you guys are doing out and about and feature you on Good Morning Suncoast.
There you go.
Well, it's one of those goals that a few people may have on their bucket list. A Utah man decides to celebrate his 100th birthday by going skiing.
Naturally. He's hoping his story will inspire others to go after their dreams. Dana Green has his story.
George Jedinoff wouldn't want to celebrate his 100th birthday any other way.
It's wonderful. I couldn't think of a better birthday present than skiing and having all this attention, which is great.
George didn't learn to ski until he was 43, but he's been coming to the Utah mountains every year since 1960. He just finished his 57th year on the slopes, and with such a great snow season, Snowbird graciously opened up one run to let George shred it one more time.
I've skied every year since, and it's been a wonderful decision on my part, because I've had a lot of fun, made a lot of friends.
George gets asked all the time what's the secret to his longevity. He says it's pretty simple. Exercise every day and have fun.
If you're having fun, you can keep it up if you behave yourself. Just look at this beautiful country. My God, it's just overwhelming. If they come up here and ski and breathe the fresh air, and it just makes you feel great.
What a heartwarming story there.
There was a local guy who made it to about 113 years old named Ernest, and I covered his birthday the last few years until he passed away 10 years ago. And every year he wanted the same thing, belly dancers at his birthday party. True story.
I guess as he said, have fun. If you're having fun, I guess you'll make it a little bit longer. 100 years old.
There you go. 6:20 right now. Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast. Details of the extent of the beach cleanup after the past long holiday weekend.
But first, an apology from United Airlines to a passenger who was forced to give up a seat they paid for. That's next in your GMA First Look.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, Contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get Debt-Free Now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
I'm Cindy Lou. I'm Susie. I'm Missy. And I'm Betty Jean. And we're the Marvelous Wonderettes. Mr. Sandman.
Experience the best girl group songs from the 50s and 60s live on stage at the Players Center July 12th through the 23rd. Call 941-365-2494 or visit us at theplayers.org. You'll fall in love with the Marvelous Wonderettes.
I'm so alone.
Download ABC7's all-new official Suncoast weather app onto all your devices so you can stay informed wherever you go. With our full-featured all-new weather app, you can get weather alerts, interactive radar maps, current conditions, 10-day forecasts, traffic maps, and weather video from ABC7, all at your fingertips. And it's free. ABC7's all-new official Suncoast weather app, sponsored by Mr. Sparky. Just search Suncoast WX in the App Store and download yours today. Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Certainly a busy bridge during the day. Right now, pretty peaceful. The Ringling Causeway connecting the Bayfront to St. Armand's and Lido Key.
Yeah, should be pretty busy today as people get back into the swing of things after the 4th of July holiday. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It is almost the weekend.
I know, already, that's right.
Short little work week this week,
yes,
which is great news. Welcome back, 6:23 this morning. United Airlines finds itself with another PR disaster on its hands.
A mother was forced to hold her toddler on her lap for a 3-hour flight despite paying $1,000 for his seat. ABC's Lindsay Davis has the story.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Shirley Yamauchi was traveling with her 27-month-old son Taizo from Hawaii to Boston last Thursday, paying nearly $1,000 for each ticket. All of a sudden, she says, a passenger who was on the standby list arrived at the aisle with a ticket for her son's seat. Yamauchi says she was forced to hold her son on her lap for the 3.5-hour flight, seen in these photos crammed in the area. On Wednesday, United issued an apology to the mother, telling ABC News, "We inaccurately scanned the boarding pass of Miss Yamauchi's son. As a result, her son's seat appeared to not be checked in, and we released his seat to another customer. We are also working with our employees to prevent this from happening again." And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have more on this latest United Airlines incident. With your GMA First Look, I'm Lindsay Davis, ABC News, New York.
At Panera, a salad is so much more than one thing. More than one flavor or texture or color. A good, clean salad is so much more than green. And with Panera Catering, more for your event. Panera, food as it should be.
Knock out your sinus symptoms with Vicks Sinex. The ultrafine mist starts working instantly to deliver up to 12 hours of get fast relief with Vicks Sinex.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate Florida window. Do you feel safer with this or this? You'll be proud too.
Going on now. For every 2 windows you buy, get 1 more free. Call today.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
This half hour on Good Morning Suncoast, Lakewood Ranch is cracking down on minors. We'll have both sides of a new policy that is now in effect.
And a popular restaurant that was damaged by a car crash is expected to reopen its doors today.
And suspense is building for a new show on MTV called Siesta Key. We'll tell you when the first episode airs next on Good Morning Suncoast.
Live from the ABC 7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
And good morning. There it is. Sarasota Bay looking toward Longboat Key as you awaken on this Thursday morning. Glad you're with us. Welcome back. I'm Ray Collins.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. If you get out there soon enough, you might be able to catch that full moon that's out there.
Yeah.
Beautiful shot this morning. So before the sun fully comes up, you might be able to get it.
Yeah, I haven't seen a moon in a long time, John Scalzi.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Got a lot of cloud cover, and when I walked out the door this morning, it was really pretty. Almost a full moon, but certainly we at least had some clear skies out there. Clear skies overnight led to less rainfall across the region, and consequently roads a little bit drier this morning after yesterday's just massive deluge in some places. Radar not showing much in the way of any kind of radar echoes, and that's going to be the case throughout the morning hours. In fact, we have some drier air that has moved in. And that accounts for the bluer skies that we see this morning. That'll lead to lesser rain chances today than we had yesterday. Put the rain chance at about 20 or 30%, but it'll be warm. Daytime highs will top out in the low 90s. Complete forecast in a few.
All right, talk to you soon. There's the roads right now. First off in Manatee County, a little buildup there east of the interstate on State Road 64 heading eastbound. Very fast area there. A lot of trucks going quickly, and there's the buildup already east of the interstate. Checking farther south now into Sarasota County, several spots to be aware of. First off, the eye might go toward Fruitville, where getting off the interstate, slow go as you head toward Honore and McIntosh, also Clark Road, a buildup there in the eastbound lanes around the Sawyer Loop area. Checking farther south now on the maps, we'll see that buildup on 41 northbound around Business 41.
Topping our news this morning, a new policy is being enforced on Main Street at Lakewood Ranch.
And it is causing controversy. The rule involves teens without adults after hours around Main Street. Our Rick Adams has the story.
A brand new policy is now in place for Lakewood Ranch's Main Street. Anyone under the age of 16 must be accompanied by a parent or another adult after 6 p.m.
I think that's a little extreme, maybe for 16-year-olds. I can see maybe younger. You know, maybe under 12, maybe even under 13 years old.
The Main Street at Lakewood Ranch group says this policy has been implemented because of minors fighting and causing other problems, including being disrespectful to visitors and to businesses. Sierra Grant is with Lil Nancy's Barbecue at the Ranch. She and many other businesses on Main Street fully support this policy.
We have had problems on First Fridays with kids, I'm assuming under 16, with kind of vandalism and things like that. They come in our back door, flick our lights off, things like that. So I'm definitely for having some parents here to help watch.
Leslie Pike is a Lakewood Ranch mother of 3 grown children. She tells us why she's not sold on this idea.
One of the things families like about this neighborhood is that they can allow their children to be up here unsupervised and feel that they're relatively safe.
The policy does state any unaccompanied visitors under the age of 16 on the property after 6 p.m. will be asked to leave the property or wait with security until their parents arrive. Reporting from Lakewood Ranch, I'm Rick Adams, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Happening today, a Siesta Key restaurant that was crashed into by a pickup truck is expected to reopen. The Lobster Pot on Ocean Boulevard is scheduled to partially reopen to customers this morning around 11:30 a.m. However, only part of the restaurant will be open as the cleanup continues. The seafood place typically seats about 60, but with the damage, they can only seat 40. On the 4th of July, the driver of a white pickup truck lost control and went straight into the front of the building. He was taken to the hospital and is in stable condition. Police believe a medical episode may have caused that accident.
Also on Siesta Key, new developments on the investigation into a crash last April that killed a Bradenton man. 39-year-old Irana Negrete, seen here, is being charged now with DUI manslaughter. Sarasota police say back in the early hours of April 3rd, Negrete lost control while driving out of Siesta Village at Heigl and Siesta Drive. That sharp curve there, she went off the road and struck a tree. One of her backseat passengers, 29-year-old Christopher Torido of Bradenton, died at the scene. Police say Negrete's blood alcohol content was about 0.116.
And because of that accident and several other deadly crashes, the Florida Department of Transportation has decided to lower the speed limit on that stretch of road. After numerous complaints, FDOT decided to reduce the speed limit near Siesta Drive and Heigl Avenue, leading up to that sharp turn from 40 miles an hour to 30. The speed limit for the curve will stay at 25 miles an hour. Sarasota Memorial's new internal medicine practice in the Newtown community is officially ready to take patients. A grand opening was held yesterday for the facility on Dr. MLK Way. ABC 7's Bo Beth Yates was there and has a recap.
Well, it took about 2 years for the idea of a Newtown Medical Center to become a reality. But not only is this building up and ready to see patients, but I'm told the services they will perform will far exceed those of a regular medical practice. And with the cutting of the ribbon, the new Sarasota Memorial Internal Medicine practice is officially open, a feat that some Newtown residents say is surreal.
I remember when we had to go to Sarasota Memorial Hospital in the back, and now we have it right in our community. This is awesome.
From Newtown residents to Suncoast stakeholders, the community gathered to celebrate the Jean and Alfred Goldstein Health Center at Sarasota Memorial Internal Medicine practice. Many hope the facility will help bridge the gap between those in the community who currently do not have a primary care physician.
A lot of people are walking around with diabetes and hypertension or high cholesterol, and they don't even know it. Once you can find these things in these patients, then you can treat these patients.
And officials say communities with a demographic similar to Newtown's tend to have an increased number of residents who suffer from preventable illnesses, which is why they say the location of the medical practice was so important.
They may have access to health care, but really building that bridge and establishing that relationship and laying that foundation is really key when you're working with underserved communities.
The health center is located on MLK Way and is expected to serve more than 1,800 patients in its first year. But the services being offered at the location will go beyond the patient's medical needs.
We wanted was to go beyond just here's your prescription for your blood pressure or your insulin for your diabetes. So we've partnered with a tremendous group of individuals. So with the food bank, so we can send our patients with diabetics so that they could get more access to more fruits and vegetables. We've partnered with Legal Aid of Minnesota so that they can provide free legal counseling on issues that impact health.
News that has many in the community celebrating.
I think it's a great addition to the community. It's well overdue. I think it'll be a great asset to the community, especially with the health issues that are going on today.
Now this facility is part of the Sarasota Memorial Florida State University Internal Medicine Residency Program, and all the physicians here will be rotating throughout this facility and several other SMH locations. Now it's important to note, now if you want to be seen here at this medical center in Newtown, you will need an appointment. Back to you.
A faster way to get help with emergencies in Manatee County. A new program is called Automated Secure Alarm Protocol, or ASAP. It allows alarm companies like Rix or Vector to send information directly to 911 through a computer without having to make a phone call that can often take 3 minutes or so. In its first week, more than 30 alarm alerts have already been taken.
Well, 4th of July celebrations were fun. We all had a great time, but it did wreak some havoc on Suncoast sea turtles, manatees, and birds.
Yeah, this baby skimmer was one of 20 birds brought to save our seabirds over the holiday weekend. It was a deadly weekend also for sea turtles as well. Mote Marine says 4 died in 4 days, at least one that had obvious signs of being hit by a boat. Mote Marine was also called about 2 separate manatee incidents as well.
A lot of it we'll still have to kind of wait and see. We partner really closely with the Sarasota Dolphin Research Program, and in the past they've actually documented serious injury that did not lead to mortality in some of our local resident dolphins. So we'll have to wait and see when they get out in the field to see if they find any that have been freshly hit.
On a positive note, there were no reports of any destroyed or damaged turtle nests monitored by Mote Marine.
Well, beaches across the Suncoast are back to their beautiful, pristine selves after the holiday weekend. Beaches like Siesta Key, America's #1 beach, of course, was in pretty bad shape, though. An ABC7 viewer, R. Reed, posted this video on his Facebook page of the entire mess. As you can see, chairs, trash, litter, and other belongings were all left on the beach from the big crowd that gathered there for July 4th fireworks. However, volunteers started cleaning up as early as sunrise yesterday. According to the county, nearly 163 tons of trash was collected. And volunteers were also out at Manatee Beach on Anna Maria Island with trash bags and gloves in hand, picking up litter from those festivities. One official we spoke with says this year the litter was especially bad, but it could have been worse if it wasn't for the volunteers who helped clean up. Well, in just a few weeks, Siesta Key will be the scene for a new MTV reality show.
The show is called Siesta Key, about a group of young adults who are back from their first year in college. MTV is running ads now for the show, teasing from the hills to the beach. Welcome to Siesta Key. The show premieres July 31st at 10 p.m. I saw the crew a few months ago in St. Armand's Circle. I told you this before. I said, "What are you guys shooting?" They said, "An MTV show." Yeah, sure you are. They were.
Yeah.
So we'll find out more later on this month about the tone of the show. I doubt it'll be too peaceful, though.
Yeah, there's also that other show that's being filmed in Manatee County about claws, about a nail salon. Have you guys seen anything about that? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's like a diva nail salon.
Really?
It's pretty entertaining.
MTV also?
I'm not sure if it's MTV or if it's a different company, but
right.
Interesting.
I'm not sure. It's called Claws.
Yeah. Good name.
This area's gotten several shows, you know,
Yeah.
that have been around here. So, Cougars was filmed here. You know, at least it was about this
that's
area.
Right, Courtney Cox.
Right.
Right.
So that's kind of interesting.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope they picked up their trash. Looking at some pleasant weather today, less than average rain chances. Talk about it in a second.
All right, also still ahead, a famous rock couple marks a milestone in their relationship.
And it's considered one of the biggest mysteries of all time, but now there's a possible new explanation for Amelia Earhart. The story's coming up next in your entertainment news.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
How long have we been married, dear?
For 76 years.
He was kind and generous to me before we married, and he was kind and generous to me all these years. We decided on Meals on Wheels because I was getting to the point where I couldn't do all the things that I had been able to do. We're the Spans. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
From meeting curious lemurs to feeding big cats and hosing down rhinos, there's never a dull moment. And sometimes these amazing animals chime in.
Watch Animal Outtakes every week on ABC7.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
Beautiful, beautiful shot of a rising sun on the Suncoast. It's going to be a lovely day today. A lot of sunshine around. Good beach day, actually. It'll be nice and warm, so an easterly wind flow will be the name of the game. Not much in the way of any kind of cloud cover across our region, but further out into Gulf waters, you can see kind of the peaks of a few clouds that are out there. Got some rain showers way far offshore. Nothing like last night, though. Last night, this viewer photo sent in by Randy Blass of the lightning storm that was occurring around the sunset period. Man, was that an active system that came through. Lots of lightning, tremendous downpours of rain. Great shot, though, Randy. Really appreciate that. I've posted that shot as well as a couple others on our Facebook page. John Scalzi, ABC7. Go there and you'll see this, plus a few interesting lightning facts as well. You have any idea who dies most in lightning storms? Might surprise you. And which activities are most prone to lightning deaths? John Scalzi, ABC7. You'll get the answers there. We're looking at some quiet conditions, as I mentioned, with temperatures that are generally hovering in the mid-70s most everywhere. Dew point comes in at 72, and we'll have a fair amount of sunshine to start the day. As I mentioned, we have a few clouds and showers out in the Gulf waters, but the general wind flow is pushing those showers further and further away from our coastline. In the morning, will be absolutely rain-free for your morning commute. In fact, even the drive home tonight, I think, will be mostly rain-free today. We have a lot of drier air. That's indicated here by this tan color, and that is moving right across central Florida, kind of replacing the moisture and leaving us with a little bit more of a stable atmosphere, less prone to shower and thunderstorm production. We'll still get the sea breezes, though, and that will help to destabilize the atmosphere in the afternoon so that we'll get a few showers around, just fewer than normal. We have an area of low pressure and a frontal boundary located to our north. Could be a focal point for some stronger storms through the Ohio Valley into the lower Mississippi Valley today. But high pressure keeps us in this southeasterly wind flow, and that front has no chance of impacting our weather. In fact, our weather driven completely by the drier air and those sea breeze interactions. In the southern tip of the state, the moisture is more plentiful, and we are more likely in the southern tip to see some showers around both today and tomorrow. But for us, smaller rain chances. Very warm afternoon. Again, yesterday we hit 94 degrees, and we'll probably get kind of close to that again today, especially without the cooling showers, and then more rain again by the weekend. The Futurecast shows those showers kind of kept close to the coast, and even tomorrow, I think with a little bit more moisture finally returning, we'll get more showers in inland areas and slightly higher rain chances, but still less than average. I think we return to more average kind of weather pattern by the time we hit the weekend. At that point, our rain chances will go back up to about 50%. Daytime highs will stay in the low 90s. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, John. Taking a look at the roadways across the Suncoast this morning, looks like some congestion building on 41 heading north and southbound as you're passing by Cortez Road. The bridges are looking clear, though, as you're heading into downtown Bradenton. I-75 and 301, not seeing a whole lot of congestion on the roadways either. As we head into Sarasota County, your biggest slowdowns really on 41 heading northbound as you pass by Bee Ridge Road. Also Clark Road as you're heading towards Tamiami Trail. Again, I-75 looking good as we head into South County. A few slowdowns on around Business 41 on Nokomis as you head throughout that area. No accidents. It's 6:47 on your Thursday morning. In your health news, cycling is a great way to get a workout and burn some calories. One of my favorite workouts is cycling.
Yeah, me too. But there's always a risk of injury. The Cleveland Clinic offers tips to avoid getting hurt while you're out on a bike ride. Practice proper technique. Make the ride a little easier by shifting down to a lower gear. That's always easier on your knees. Also make sure your bike seat is the right height. Don't overwork yourself too much, whether you're an elite athlete or a weekend warrior. Proper conditioning is essential.
Switching now to entertainment news, it's been a rocky marriage at times for rocker Ozzy Osbourne and his wife Sharon.
Yeah, they've been split in the past year, but now they're back together again. This week, the couple is marking their 35th anniversary. Sharon posted a throwback picture on Instagram telling her husband, quote, "Always remember you carry my heart in yours. It's getting older and needs protecting." Great picture there. Wow.
Well, a new documentary is renewing conversations about Amelia Earhart.
What a story. A History Channel documentary will discuss a newly uncovered 80-year-old photo. The blurry photo is raising new questions about the pilot's 1937 crash landing in the Pacific and her disappearance. Some are saying this picture proves that Earhart survived the crash, but others say the photo is just the latest in a web of unproved theories about her disappearance. Earhart was the first female pilot to fly solo across the Atlantic. The documentary, Amelia Earhart, The Lost Evidence, airs this Sunday. What do you think?
Certainly setting my DVR for that. I'm going to do that as soon as I get home so I don't forget about it.
Yeah, the theory makes sense, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's fascinating.
When we come back, we'll update the day's top local news headlines.
Plus how a Florida boy is showing his appreciation to officers for all they do. His story coming up next.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Designers do it with style.
Tell me what's going on here, because
why, you don't like my hair?
The Mark and Mandy Show. In-depth design ideas.
What is up with the tuck tape here? Let's cover it up.
Amazing beauty and fashion tips.
So Halle Berry has amazing skin. Her secret is coffee grounds.
No.
Delicious recipes.
Today, I'm gonna show you a special dish that is sure to please that special someone in your life.
Watch the Mark and Mandy Show right here on your favorite channel.
Today at 4 on Suncoast View.
An invasive species is eating native Suncoast fish.
I'm Stephanie Roberts. On Suncoast View, we'll learn about lionfish and how they are impacting our coastline, plus how the 2017 Lionfish Derby will help. It's a trip down memory lane with pop songs of the 50s and 60s with the marvelous One Dress, plus how Goodwill is helping female veterans. And Sharky's on the Pier joins us in the kitchen.
Today at 4 on Suncoast View.
You studied hard, went to college, and achieved your dream, but it turned into a financial nightmare. If you have federal student loans and you'd like to reduce your payments, get more time, or have your loans completely eliminated, then we have good news. With one call to Student Loan Relief Services, you can find support and guidance. We've already helped thousands of people, and we can help you too. If you have $10,000 or more in federal student loans, you can qualify for payment extensions, payment reductions, or you may qualify to have your federal student loan completely forgiven. Call Student Loan Relief Services now to find out about your options. Take control of your finances and get out from under this burden. One of our student loan experts has the answers to your questions and great solutions to ease your financial burden. We're here for you. Call Student Loan Relief Services now.
Call 800-759-0203, 800-759-0203.
Just go do it. Go do it.
If you're not in control, then who is? Live above the influence.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining. ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
And that's how July the 6th is beginning from our tower camera right now.
Beautiful shot. Love all of these sunrises every single morning. If you guys get any shots of the sunrise, feel free to send them to John, Ray, or myself. We'd love to see them and feature them on our newscast.
That's right. Welcome back. 6:52 now on your Thursday morning.
Let's take a look at some of the top stories here on the Suncoast today.
Lakewood Ranch is cracking down on kids after 6 p.m. Those under 16 must have a parent or a guardian on Main Street. New policy is a response to concern by merchants.
A Siesta Key restaurant that was crashed into by a pickup truck is expected to reopen. The Lobster Pot on Ocean Boulevard is scheduled to partially reopen to customers this morning around 11:30 a.m.
Brand new drive-through there. And new technology in Manatee County will allow alarm companies to directly work with 911 computers and bypass those phone calls. The program is called ASAP, and the first week it's been used successfully 30 times.
Taking a look at the roadways, looks like traffic in Manatee County looking pretty good. Not a whole lot of slowdowns, just your normal congestion here and there as we head into Sarasota County. Looks like there are some slowdowns on 41 heading north and southbound. Also, as you split onto 301 as we head into South County. Looks like some slowdowns around Business 41 in Nokomis and Venice. Other than that, pretty easy commute on your Thursday morning, John.
Well, it looks pretty good for us today. You know, we had those heavy downpours of rain yesterday. Today, I think we're going to see fewer storms around. We had some drier air that's moved in. That's left us with some very clear sky out there. We do have some clouds way off in the distance, but none of them headed in this direction. We'll look for about a 30% chance of storms today. Of course, without the storms to cool us off in the afternoon, we get the heat. And the heat will be on for the next several days, again with feels like temperatures up near 100. Actual air temperatures will be in the low to mid 90s today, especially in inland areas. Now, as we head through the next several days, the moisture will start to return. In fact, as early as tomorrow, our rain chances will start to go up as mid-level moisture streams in from the south and from the east. By the time we hit the weekend, we will be back to our average 50% chance of rainfall. Daytime highs will be a little bit cooler because of those afternoon clouds and showers. We have a new tropical depression, number 4. So far, no threat to the United States.
All right, talk to you soon. Thank you, John. A boy from the Florida Panhandle is showing his appreciation to law enforcement by offering them donuts. 9-year-old Taylor Karach brought donuts to officers at the Asheville Police in North Carolina yesterday. He's been receiving national attention for traveling across the country, delivering donuts to different police stations, and his reason for it is simple.
Because they keep us safe, they're my best friends, and to remind them that people still care.
Tyler and his family will stop at 30 police stations around the country over the next 6 weeks and giving donuts to police, which some might take offense. The old myth of them loving donuts.
Oh my gosh, we should try and figure out a way to get them here to the Sarasota Police or Bradenton Police maybe. I'm sure they would love some donuts from Tyler.
Yeah. Who doesn't love donuts?
I know, now I want donuts.
Right.
Yeah,
what a nice thing for that kid to do.
Very nice. Yeah. Very timely. He's from Bratt, Florida, which I looked up. It's in the Panhandle.
Bratt. Never heard of it.
Neither have I.
Must be a little dot on the map.
Escambia County. Yep.
There you go.
All right, that's our show. Enjoy your Thursday, folks.
Stick around. Good Morning America is coming up next.